Keep calm and get even. May 19, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. I agree, it is maddening when you think about all the harassment you have endured in your own country and the losses that you and your state have suffered because of legal chicanery and breach of trust. Yes, it is enough to make one very angry. I get angry when I think about Bruce Doucette and Stephen-John, Nalty and other good men who are in jail, while those who misled them like Michael R. Hamilton, are probably taking a vacation with the money the federales paid to goad these patriots into taking action, albeit wrong action. I grieve over Schaeffer Cox, and his young family destroyed by federal entrapment. I get mad about the way Alaska Senator Ted Stevens was lied about and falsely accused and retired early by these thugs, even though I don't get involved in politics. It was clear enough that the bully boys were on a rampage, and even a senior senator in their own weird world was at risk. I want to kick the FBI where it hurts nearly every time I think about them and their whole organization. They are always at the bottom of every dog pile, just like the Brits. Think of one travesty from Ruby Ridge to the Russian collusion investigation that the FBI has not been involved in? I can't name one. They obviously have a culture of crime embedded in their ranks and are not making sufficient effort to shed themselves of it, so they are dishonored at every step. It has gotten to the point where I don't know what would be worse, working for the FBI or the IRS? And when the jackals wanted to threaten me, what did they trot out? The IRS and the FBI, privatized corporate monkeys belonging to the UN Corp. BWAAAHAA. What was the first thing out of Sun Tzu's lying mouth? Oh, I had been questioned by the FBI, according to him. Little could he, or did he know, that I am instead looking forward to questioning them. You see, the FBI is responsible, along with the U.S. Marshals Service, for combating crime in the international jurisdiction of the land. That's what we pay them for. And that is exactly where all the worst crimes are occurring. Human trafficking across state borders. FBI. Interstate bank crime. FBI. Drug smuggling. FBI. Contraband. FBI. I have a case file and email screenshot file 6 inches thick of literally dozens of documented reports that I have made myself, reporting crimes and suspicious activity to the FBI. Do you know how many calls and letters and emails I've gotten back in response? Not one. Nothing. Zip. Nada. So it is particularly ironic that Sun Tzu tried to scare me with being questioned by the FBI, when it is apparent that the FBI doesn't want to talk to me, because presumably they know already what I will want to talk to them about. Before we get into your questions, I have a few questions, too. 5 hours later, and what about this report I made about interstate bank loan fraud, September 12, 1992, and again, March 3, 1995, and this related documented illegal solicitation via the U.S. mail on August 15, 1999, and this report of securities fraud by Lehman Brothers and Merrill Lynch, dated May 17, 2001. Another 5 hours. Finally, I pulled this report off the internet. It shows that the FBI is a wholly owned and operated private subsidiary corporation belong to what looks like a UN Corp operation calling itself the United States government that is registered offshore. I have tried several times to get in contact with the listed registered agent, but can you all get the picture? I've been out here doing my duty to report crime to the FBI for 30 years and they have been doing what? Sitting on their rumps making fun of people like me and causing trouble, shooting little boys and dogs and ambushing peaceable men like Lavoy Finicum. Yes, I'd just love to talk to the FBI. I have a lot to say to them about their performance or lack of it. Give me 15 minutes and a thumb drive of my case file to shove sideways. Angry? You bet, I'm angry. So far as I can see, they are just a big waste of space and payroll, and the amount of crime taking place in their jurisdiction neatly proves the point. Strange thing, isn't it, how they couldn't catch a glimmer of any Russian collusion when Hillary Clinton and Harry Reid sold 20% of our uranium to the Russians, but they could chase Mike Flynn over a simple misstatement like the hounds of hell and spend 2 years of the taxpayers' time money trying to dig up non-existent dirt on Donald Trump? The United States government is not the United States government we all think of, and it's not the United States government, either. It's another foreign interloper that picked up the FBI brand name, just like it picked up the BLM brand name, and now operates under color of law, pretending to be something it isn't, while raping and pillaging the natural resources of our western states. If you can feel the steam rising off this page, you aren't imagining things. I am angry. I get angry all the time. But never so angry that I lose my stone-cold focus. The day of reckoning is going to come for the FBI and its sister company, the BLM, and more to the point, for the owners and operators and directors of the FBI and BLM who colluded together and ordered the ambush and murder of Lavoy Finicum. That much I am sure of. They wanted to make an example out of someone. It probably didn't matter who. Well, they did. But instead of making us scared and instead of making us kowtow, it just made us angry and outraged to the bone, and no, we aren't even close to forgiving or forgetting it. Meantime, we are having an influx of angry people coming into our state assemblies who haven't gotten to the point of quiet outrage endlessly pouring from an unfathomable well. These people are talking loud, and bullying others, forming little gangs of supporters, and causing trouble and trying to distract attention away from our organizational focus. That's exactly what Michael R. Hamilton did in Colorado. One day everyone was on the same page and moving along in a coherent and lawful fashion. The next day the Colorado Assembly was swinging and swaying to the beat of his patriot drum and being goaded to take action. Well, when the action was taken, where was Michael R. Hamilton? Nowhere to be found. This is standard operating procedure for federal agents. They come in talking bigger, louder, longer and more passionately than anyone else in the room. They drown out the quieter, more thoughtful voices. They are always the first ones to snuggle up to violence and action, and the last ones to actually do anything productive. They bully people who encourage caution and common sense. They are always in one scrape or another. They have a cartoon-like persona that is always horribly disruptive. So let's make this clear, it's all right to be angry. Lots of people have plenty of reasons to be angry. It's what you do with the anger that counts. Start funneling it into research and study. Start using your anger to build your state assembly and educate more people. Encourage others to get their political status correction done and on the public record. Work together, quietly, amiably, but with intense focus. Let there be a little mantra running around in your head: keep calm and get even. We are going to win. We are going to win. Just keep your head down and make like a duck. Keep calm and get even. We, the people of this country, we are going to win. We are going to wake up. We are going to make it happen. We will not falter, we will not fail, we will not be distracted. We are going to win. We are going to do this right. We are going to keep it tight. And we are going to win, win, win. If the certainty of knowing that doesn't calm you down, count your blessings. Just stop a moment and be grateful for whatever there is to be grateful for in your life. Look outward and see the beauty that always surrounds us. It's hard to feel sorry for yourself and feel grateful at the same time. There's something about it that chases out anger, too. Sit back. Be grateful. We are finally on the move, and it's a long train running. I've been asked what to do about bullies and loud mouths and troublemakers and angry people disrupting the state assemblies. Try to take them aside and say, hey, brother, that isn't what we are into here, and if they won't listen, show them the door. You can't keep an otherwise eligible American who has done their paperwork from attending public meetings of the state assembly, but you can control how they behave in those public meetings and post your protocols along with your agenda. We, the members of the _assembly, in order to ensure peaceful and orderly meetings hereby establish the following protocols. 1. All those wishing to speak to a topic, wait their turn and let the prior speaker finish without interrupting. 2. Each speaker is allowed 3 minutes. If a topic can't be discussed in 3 minutes, it needs to be addressed in a committee setting or be set up as an agenda item prior to the meeting. 3. All cussing, swear words, foul language, threats, and other inappropriate speech is not allowed here. This is a business organization and we expect all members and guests to act in a business-like manner. Establishing these kinds of operational rules and publishing them so that everyone knows what to do and how to behave and what to expect in advance cuts down on any flaming wane behavior and provides a solid basis for enforcing the standards that your state assembly adopts. Occasionally, organizations attract mentally unstable people and people who have been traumatized in various ways. Newcomers may come to the state assembly assuming that you can just wave your hand and fix everything that's wrong overnight. Please make it clear that this is a work in progress, that instant gratification is unlikely, and that it is a community effort. People are used to going to a government office and being served. They might make the mistake of thinking that the members of the state assembly are public servants, too. The idea that they are being called to serve instead of being served may take a while to get through to them. Do the best that you can do to explain and to demonstrate that this is a whole different paradigm, a whole different government, occupying a different jurisdiction, and operating according to different rules.